Joel B is a graphic novel, a story about a girl who finds a monster in her backyard, and she feeds him a tuna fish sandwich, and he just starts following her around everywhere. The reprint has been great. It's just been really great to have the book back into print. It's been out of print for a couple of years now, and just to have them back in circulation and just hearing that the kids, there's always a new audience, there's always new kids that are discovering the books for the first time.
Sorry, my book is Mirror Mind, and it's about growing up with dyslexia. I have dyslexia, and for me, I think anything that can open up literacy to people who read differently is really, really important. And I find that having graphic novels are an excellent way to make a book inclusive without it being in any way patronizing, because you can have a high intellect and a low reading level, and graphic novels are an excellent way to have the reading level be incorporated with the intelligence and the understanding.
For me, it's just fantastic for kids to be able to have this access of wide access of comics that would be difficult to read otherwise. I mean, when I was growing up, I was always dying to read as many comics as I could, but it would always be a hunt to try to find the different kinds of comics. I mean, I grew up in Hong Kong, so I actually probably had better access. I had access to manga and translated BDs from France, like Asterix and Tintin, and also Western comics. So I read as widely as I could, and having kids being able to read the comics is wide, like having subject matters of all different varieties.
Well, I love the translation that we're getting so many books from Japan, from France, from Europe, like from all these different places that give you a sensitivity to other cultures. And there's a lot of stuff that isn't for you. Like, I know a lot of people who don't particularly like reading graphic novels, but I don't particularly like romance novels. But I would never say not to put them in the library, and I would never say that they're not appropriate for anybody else. Not my cup of tea, but they're so fantastic. And again, I love science fiction. But I know that that isn't for everybody. And if a graphic novel isn't something that you personally enjoy, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have value for other people.
And just to expand on that, right? Comics, graphic novels, it's a medium.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds and thousands of genres within that medium. And so I think there's a common misconception that comics are all just superheroes, or it's all just a sort of a certain type of manga. Whereas manga is broad. There's cooking comics, there's boxing comics, there's all sorts of different genres within that. So I think if there are people that are having trouble seeing how great comics are, maybe because they haven't seen
the wide range,
the range and the diversity, I think maybe give a comic that would appeal to their interest.